All right, here's a way to get some cash. Talk about a kick to your investment portfolio. Kickstarter is now actually becoming the de facto fundraising standard and the source for about any, well, stupid project you can think of these days. Like one person who managed to raise $55,000 to make a potato salad. I could have done it for $45,000. It had better have caviar. Anyway, another almost $9,000 for a squirrel census. You know, I've always wondered what they think. And how about $25,000 to develop a machine known as the Cheesus that puts Jesus' face on grilled cheese? Really? Really? You too can invest in these brilliant ideas on Kickstarter, but should you? To our Fox Biz All-Stars, Hadley Heath Manning, Jonas Max Ferris, Julie Rietzky. All right, Hadley, can people actually be trusted with their own money when they're doing this? We were just showing in the break before a lottery winner who felt emboldened on his birthday start handing cash out. I'm telling you, that dude's going to lose all his money, all of it.
I think people ought to be trusted with their own money, even if they do things that I think are stupid. I think $55,000 for potato salad is outrageous. It's a terrible investment. I think people ought to be giving money to their local charities instead of some of these silly Kickstarter campaigns. But, you know, maybe the pleasure they get out of being part of a massive joke is worth it to them. After all, I think the average donation to this campaign was $8.
Is that right? Well, it adds up for the $55,000 potato salad.
That's right, but it shows how far a group of people can go. You know, when you have thousands of people giving just a few bucks, you can make a big difference. So I would say support your local charities instead.
All right.
I think you're jealous you didn't come up with the cheeses on your own. You know you kind of wish you
actually
come up
did.
with that.
I never connected money to it, though.
Oh, I see. You just do it at home. You just do it yourself, just stamp it on.
Yeah.
Hey, what kind of conservative are you? Get out of people's business. They want to spend their money on nonsense. Let them spend it on nonsense.
So you like it? I'm
all for it. You want to do the cheeses? You want to do the potato salad?
See, I actually agree with her on this. I mean, Jonas, yeah. I mean, if people want to do this, that's fine. I'm worried more about the people who come up with these ideas to get the money and not have an investment strategy that depends on, you know, people investing in their potato salad.
First of all, the Jesus image is supposed to appear naturally in the burn, not be put there through a machine.
Very true.
There is a dark side to the, first of all, it's how the government operates. They come up with crazy ideas in Congress. But I will say there's a lot of stuff on Kickstarter which isn't great. There's guys putting out goofy ideas like solar roadways, which aren't raising $30,000 or $40,000. They're raising $2 million on top of government funding for an idea that is totally ludicrous and impossible and not feasible.
But if you can't get money any other way, I just think it's a sign of our times out there. That's all I'm saying. Whether it's Kenny Loggins trying to get another album going and needs to raise some dough, that's one thing. But I think that people will always try to find shortcuts to quick wealth. And I think that there are no shortcuts. If people get lucky doing this sort of stuff, by and large, you have to plan, you have to save. That's all part of just getting serious about this. But that's me. Hadley?
I think, you know, it is a sign of the times, but for different reasons, Neil. I think people are just doing silly things. It's kind of pointless. It shows, I think, that people have a little hopelessness about the economy that's still in their guts. But hopefully people will find more productive things. I think, you know, that we're right to say that there are some good funds funding things to do on Kickstarter. You can invest in things. You can also, you know, start your own business. So if you have a great idea, I'm not saying don't pursue it. Not all great ideas are silly, and not all Kickstarter campaigns are silly. But some of the more silly ones, you know, I agree with you, Neil. Sign of the times.
I've always been amazed at Mike Tyson's story, right? He had $1 billion earned in the ring collectively. Lost it all.
Well, first of all, I want to say that Highway to the Danger Zone by Kenny Loggins totally merits 30 years later a sequel. So I would contribute to that brilliant piece of craftsmanship by Kenny Loggins. Yeah, look, Mike Tyson, a lot of these guys invest their money. You hear this about lottery winners all the time. They come into millions, then they go broke, right, and their lives are devastated.
Everyone lives according to the lifestyle they think their money
But this is a good entrepreneur thing to do. Listen, this guy came up with $55,000 for potato salad. Better than I could do. Good for him.
Absolutely.
The danger to your point, Neil, because I like Kickstarter too, and it's kind of like a hipster thing that's taking over where you get the funny toaster. You don't have to buy it at Target. Maybe that's why their earnings are bad. But someday,
what do the people who give get out of it? You're not a venture capitalist.
When you get a tote bag that has the squirrel image, and
or the Jesus.
It's the hipster Brooklyn thing that's taking over the world. But I will say someday you'll be investing this way when the government loosens regulations further, and then you will see the danger of crowdsourcing investments because the public.
Not if Barack Obama has anything to do about it. No?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. I will give you that. I don't even know what you're talking about.
Yes. Neither do I. I just had to do like the villain thing. Now, with so many Americans out of jobs, you would expect those with jobs to actually do their jobs. Look, Eric Holder's been saying that his job is to be an activist attorney. Judge Napolitano